All right, making an update video on Sassy there. Oh, I wasn't really talking too clearly because I was obviously pretty dang upset about Sassy. When I was putting her in the tub, Mac was in the tub already, soaking in the warm water, doing his business. And I went to go get Sassy and had Sassy in my one hand, and Mac was in the tub, so I put Sassy directly into the tub. Mac was on the other side of the tub, and I went to go reach to get Mac up. So I put Sassy down and immediately went to go pick up Mac, my male tegu, and he dodged my hand and made a beeline straight for Sassy with the intent of chopping off her tail. He went straight for her, straight for that end of the tail, and bit down and bit it, just chopped it, lopped it right off. And then, I was trying to get him off, but obviously the damage had been done. And so that's what happened. And it was very, very upsetting, very upsetting. I'm sure it was pretty upsetting for Sassy, my female tegu right here, red Argentine tegu. And you can see I did put some, I immediately put some peroxide with just a dab of alcohol mixed in that solution in a little dish, and dipped her tail in it. But then later I put a little piece of medical tape on there because it's banging on everything and being probably agitated. So there we go. There's the little piece of tape. But I've got some really good fruit, and I fed her some extra super vitamin B complex, and that is to build up her immunity. And here, Sassy, come here. Come on, come get your fruit. Come get your fruit. I've already given her some pieces, but it's a good time to make some video. And I got some calcium powder on there a little bit. She gets plenty of calcium from whole prey. But let's start feeding her because she's a good feeder. So we got those blackberries. She loves her blackberries. Let me see. She loves watermelon. Let's see. She can't eat too much because I'm going to be away, and she will have to go potty pretty quickly with fruit. This is fruit day. Here's a raspberry. I guess this is called a blueberry. Man, it was like $20 for this fruit. Just barely enough to feed the tegus and feed me. She's thinking my hand is food. That's my need. Let's see what else. We got another blackberry or whatever those are. I don't know. Watermelon's got a lot of water in it, a lot of liquid. So this is probably good fruit for her, a good enough amount. Like I said, I already fed her some. Yep, I feed them off a fork. They're really good at eating off a fork. Okay, sweetie, I'm sorry your tail got bitten. But this will be good to hopefully jumpstart this new tail growth on her part. I'll show you, viewers, again, if you're new, how much of her tail came off. This is her tail that Mac bit off ferociously, just dang mad. He was angry. He was something. He was trying to hurt her. So there's the tail. And just for giggles, when she was little, yep, I keep things, little memorabilia. Here's the little portion of her tail when she was about 3 to 4 months old. When my dog cornered her on the back side of the door when it opens, and her tail got, the tip got into the door, and I came in, opened the door and shut the door, and her tail was in the crack of the door, and it lopped off this little portion of her tail. It's become really skinnied and shriveled over the years. Like I said, this was, possibly 3 years ago that this happened, and this was just maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Really a shame. Very sad. And that's about 5.5 inches of her tail, plus the regrown section from when she was 3 months old. That back portion right there, that's the three month age, and that grew back that much. And so she's gonna need to grow back about 5 inches to look normal, and not look like her tail's shorter than normal. So she seems to be doing fine. She probably didn't even know her tail was missing. And it's kind of dark in here. But yeah, there it is. Oh, it's just terrible. So she's missing about that much of her tail. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry that Mac did that to you. There she has a little lookout so she can look out the windows. They often go up there and stare out the window. All right, if I'm feeding one, I need to feed the other. This is my male meanie Mac tegu. He'll hear my voice and he'll come out. He was just attacking Sassy. They grew up together. If you don't follow my tegu part of my channel, they grew up together as little babies, and they have slept and lived very close to each other for the 4 years until just 2025. Mac started doing this pretty bad behavior. Come here, Mac. So Mac is about maybe 4+ years old. So his maturity level has probably changed, and his hormones. So that has likely a lot to do with it. He's a mature male. So we're just feeding him the same thing that Sassy got. Fruit day. Watermelon, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, grapes. Mac's even become a little bit more aggressive with me. He'll charge me, but he'll stop because I'm not afraid of him, and I'll stand my ground typically. And that's the camera. Do not eat the camera. And he'll stand down, but he comes at me with his mouth open, kind of charges me and acts defensive like I'm in his territory, which is my territory. And then he's getting really bold this year in 2025. He's been a very sweet tegu up to that time, so maybe this is just a phase. God, he's really going through these pieces of food. That's his hide box right here. That's his safe spot. We have a couple of these throughout the house. All right, Mac, back up. Back up. That's a camera. Do not bite the camera. See, he's just... Hang on. I gotta rearrange. He's gonna make a mess. He can't barely eat by himself. All right, back up, mister. This is how you grab them. They won't be able to turn around and get you. You grab them right behind the head, and that will keep you safe when he's rambunctious or ornery. Mac bit through Sassy's tail like a hot knife through butter. It was just instantaneous when he bit down. That tail fell off. He was intending to hurt her, not hang on to her and control her during breeding, but just to be spiteful and go bite her on the tail. And I believe he knew what he was doing. He was going to take her tail off, because I see him, his little eyes after he did it, and he looked up at me. He was like, "See, good, I got her." I know this reptile pretty well, all my reptiles, and they have little personalities. Man, do they have little personalities. Don't bite the camera, Mac. See, he never used to do that. Watch that, he struggles to get stuff like that. He did that time. Ooh, yay! Last piece. All right, no more. No more. That's plenty of fruit. See, Mac will open his mouth at my hand. Well, he when I say he will and he won't. Man, these reptiles, they just go through phases, and that's why they call them animals, man. They can act like an animal. And Mac was being an animal when he tore off Sassy's tail. I gotta be really careful. Get a big view inside his mouth. See, he'll come at my knee and open his mouth. He could take out my knee with his wide mouth. I'm going to bite the fork. We're done. Don't get the bowl.